Watson just beating the play clock. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. After one, it's 9-0.
Situation. Let's go. 58, boy. 58. Go. Go. Switch.
Watson on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over. But he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
And some room to maneuver. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
I'm going to run you over. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Motion.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First down, Eagles.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A give right side now to Hunt. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It's certainly.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Watson, complete to Hilton. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 2nd up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from... And the pressure gets to him again. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Switch it.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's...
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Kareem Hunt. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elliott good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
We got this.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Watson now to throw.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Alert, alert. Watch the pass.
Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Watson, and he's going to go down again. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. On 1st down. Punt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together.
But it hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Back to throw, Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. The open man is Shark. It's complete. The 40, 30, 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Point after, right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads would be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure.
Went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hey, 31.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That one complete to Okoye. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
To the court! Crunch to the court! No time,
Here's Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, Watson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jared Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Watson. His throw incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. 3rd down here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Eluding the pressure. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. It's Watson. That one complete. He finds Shark, but they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Able to shake him off. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kareem Hunt with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
58 to Mike, 58.
On 1st down, Watson. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 56 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says go for it. You actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. 2nd and 11. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Go! 10-2 stop.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 20 of the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
4 down. Check.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Complete. Smith has it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra play.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And his guy...
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got it. Right there. Hey, Charlie. 54.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.